Wow.
Josie.
First of all.
Josie, you are funny. Like, okay, actually, I can't say this. I don't like virtuous.
Say it again.
Virtuous.
No. Say what you said before.
Virtuous.
No. Say what you
You know
said.
what's crazy? You know, every time I say it, I'll say, huh? I'll not correct myself. Virtuous.
Virtuous I.
Virtuous. You will put virtuosi.
No, that's on you. By the way, I am.
Is that how I feel in between?
I am back, and I'm actually not proud. I'm back, and I'm begging you guys. I'm so sorry. Like, if there's any word that supersedes sorry, I am. Because it's not like I intentionally decided to be away for 7 months. Life happened. You know, stuff was happening. I could not afford this lifestyle and it became so expensive. In fact, I became so broke. Even the travels that I was traveling. You know, say they sponsor me.
Who was sponsoring you?
Nobody even say they sponsor me. I go on credit. You know, they say you need courage to travel. Now, what I do?
You could take a loan and you took a loan to travel.
I didn't take a loan. I used courage. No money was involved in all that travel. I do not.
As for the price of a flight ticket was for courage.
Courage. You know, say I do another set because I didn't want us to go back to old things. That's what I was trying to do. But you see, I got stuck. But now I'm back. Is this a safe space? If you're seeing this, this is a safe space. You know who I brought to beg? You know where I go find this boy? This boy did Taraba. I could say, Tobe, come and help me beg these people. Come and help me start this podcast. Help me beg them. And that's why I brought him. I lie.
No, you know like.
Beg them. First introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. I'm Tobe Ugeh. Should I tell them what I do for work?
What do you do for work?
I mostly live life.
Oh, I thought you loved me for work.
No, it doesn't. That doesn't pay.
Loving me doesn't pay.
At all. Not a dime, not a penny.
I don't think. What was it? Did you come to life to get paid?
Yes, I did.
Is the essence of life being paid?
The essence of life is not being paid.
So if you don't love me, who do you love?
Oh, I love a number of people. Speaking of love,
so you don't love me.
Dating?
So you don't love me.
I do. I care about your feelings.
So you don't love me.
Who are you dating?
You.
She has said it. Chaka.
I have in the DMs. You were spinning me. I don't know why you're acting like this now. You were spinning me,
Have you ever gotten checked, like evaluated psychologically?
Checked, evaluated.
Like up here.
Who would do it?
No, do you need to?
Who go check me?
A doctor.
Who's gonna check me?
A doctor.
Who? Which one?
Anyone.
Since you have your PhD, why didn't you go and do medicine then?
Yeah,
since you are all about that life.
Yeah.
Since you know everything.
I apologize.
Have you ever gotten checked?
No, I'm not crazy. What do you think I was saying before? I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy?
Not at all.
Swear.
I swear on this last life, I'm not mad.
Don't go punish you. Because I say introduce yourself and beg them. And you've
that's true. I forgot to beg them.
Yeah.
Guys, I humbly ask that you love yourself more. When someone leaves you for 7 months and they come back with one video, you don't just say, okay, you spam their comments with things like, Osas, you're unwell, Osas, you're fucking crazy. Osas, do you think we're stupid? That's what I would do. But you're better than me. So you can say better things like, we missed you.
Tobe, I think to counter your argument, if somebody leaves you for 7 months and then they come back, they probably went to better themselves.
No, if you leave me for 7, and I say serious conversation now minus Osas. If someone leaves you for 7 months, if they ghost you they don't love you.
I didn't ghost you.
No, I'm not saying
you. I kept on giving updates, even when
we're going to club.
Which club?
Mercury.
I never go to club.
Library.
Library.
Folix.
Library is a club.
Hotbox.
What?
Should I mention more clubs I've seen you?
There's Hotbox.
Shaking your. I don't use social work.
I don't even have. See where God catch you. I don't have.
Okay, but if someone leaves you for 7 months,
so wait, if I leave for 7 months and I come back, it means I need to better myself for you because I feel like I wasn't a great fit for you at that time.
If your partner leaves you for 7 months,
my partner?
Yes.
What?
If an ex-partner,
So if my partner leaves me for 7 months and does what? Dies?
Because I saw you on Twitter say if they don't message you every day. Crazy that you're high maintenance, but you're lying on your podcast. That's one way to open a podcast.
I'm not lying.
Do you lie often? No. Do you have a lying problem?
No, I'm not a Yoruba man. I'm good.
Only Yoruba men lie?
Yeah, I'm not. Actually, only men lie. Because I feel like I say characteristics of a man lying.
So lying is by virtue of penis vagina?
Do you know that if I had shots now, for every lie that you told, I'll drink? Cook up the lie.
That's interesting because I barely ever, like, one thing about me, I'm such an honest chap. Like, are you okay? You're swallowing imaginary bag.
Take a shot.
These are used to take
a shot for the lie that you just told.
Take a shot.
Take a shot for the lie that Tobe just told.
I barely ever lie.
Do you drink?
Rarely. Actually, what's funny, not for moral reasons, but because I like to be sexy and have a defined jawline.
Yeah, you like to be sexy.
Yeah.
That's why you don't drink.
Mm-hmm. My drink, the alcohol makes me bloat, so my face is not defined, and my body as well.
I mean, you didn't used to look like this before.
Nkem is an amazing friend, but I just want to warn you.
Who am I to you?
I will mention who you've dated.
I don't think I hate it, but who am I to you?
Oh, you're not. Okay, so why did you guys break up? You guys break up.
Who am I to you?
If
Nkem was an amazing friend, who am I to you?
You're an amazing friend, likewise. Are you not an amazing friend?
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming to this
podcast. It was an amazing podcast. I had so much fun.
But before we go, I'm just going to ask him a few questions.
Okay.
Just so, like, we fulfill righteousness and we don't waste this airtime. Because Tobe is really pissing me off right now. Because what does it mean by that? I mean, this person is a law student.
It's as you will be a law student.
No. Wait. I can explain. Okay, let me give them your history from your...
No, first correct is I'm a law what? I'm a
law graduate, soon to be Esquire.
Yeah. You can just call me lawyer in equity.
The law diva. Lawyer in equity.
Oh, stop. You don't have to got no consequences.
Lawyer in equity, say.
Lawyer in equity, but in a couple of days I'll be a barrister for the seat of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, the largest bar in Africa. Okay. Just have to never get to see that. It
was never in my line of vision. But I do not trust that if I call you to represent me one day, you would turn up.
What do you think? What if you?
I feel like if I called you to represent me one day, you'll be somewhere editing content and you might not even pick my calls. Your priorities are not set straight. If you want to be a lawyer, be a lawyer. But before we go there,
you know you think about me when I started. Don't stop.
No. You can't.
Let me
tell you. It's a safe space. It's a safe space. If you say anything, I will cut it out. Maybe now my show. Let me get you. Okay. If you don't know Tobe, if you're just getting to know Tobe, Tobe started out as a fashion boy. He used to have blue hair. Right. In the course of this podcast, you will find out other things that he has done. But aside being a fashion boy, he's also the last one of his family. And I think his parents' favorite son. Because the life that he's living, I don't think normal parents would accept that. Like Nigerian parents would accept that from a firstborn. Like me. Tobe also is a content creator. He's a YouTuber. He has money. Tobe now has added traveling to his portfolio. I wish I could add traveling to my portfolio. That would be so good.
You forgot writer, executive producer.
Executive producer, actor.
Yeah, a lawyer. The list is endless.
A lawyer. Okay, if it's endless, why did we end it?
When you're broke.
So if it's endless, why did we end it?
When you're broke, you have to do a lot of things to make ends meet. So.
Are your ends meeting now?
To be fair, no.
Okay.
If you're watching this podcast, I will dash my money.
On my own podcast. They should be the ones to dash you money.
To be fair, you don't even look like you're getting money gifted to you. So.
I don't look like I'm getting money gifted to me. So is that not why I should be the one asking?
Yeah, like even though you ask, you don't look like they do.
So is that not an indictment on you?
How is that an indictment on me?
Because if you claim to love me, and you're not
I never claim to love you.
I have DMs.
Okay, please, editor, ask her for a picture.
I have DMs.
Add the DM.
I have DMs of you professing your love.
Do you know something that's crazy?
I have a YouTube video of you saying how much you love me.
Girl, bye. Do you know that I don't say I love you?
You spent almost 30 minutes gushing over me. You don't want me for you. You just gawk 3 hours. Remain small for a person who love me for real. Really.
But I say that I don't say I love you.
You do say you love me.
No, funny enough, I actually don't use the word I love you. I say I care about your feelings, but I don't
My feelings?
I care about your feelings.
What feelings?
The feelings we have. Okay, but can you actually, has the podcast started? Can you actually ask me a question?
We've started.
Okay, so ask me a question.
Oh, so now you want to get serious?
Yes, I want
You're
to.
not flirting with me.
I've never been flirting with you. Please, I'm married.
All of that was.
I wasn't flirting. You were flirting.
All of that you were doing.
Anxiety, stop.
All of that you were doing.
I wasn't flirting.
Music to my ears. That doesn't work for me. All of that was what works for me. So is that how you go around flirting with women?
Oh, I actually like to flirt, yes.
So besides being a law graduate and a content creator, you flirt too?
Yes, sometimes.
Can we watch?
Me flirt? I suppose only fans became it to the water.
Brother, maybe no. Okay, yeah, let's get serious. Let's get serious. We're about to get serious now, so that it doesn't look like I'm using them to play on the podcast and I just started again after 7 months, which is not my fault.
Okay, yes.
Say it's not your fault.
It's not her fault. Yeah, it's not her fault.
All right, it's fine. We'll get to that later. Tobe, you were in Unibed. And the very first time I stumbled across or upon you, you were doing fashion content. You just appeared on my FYP. And you were, with your blue hair, transitioning from one clothes to another with that very beautiful girl in Kane. And I found out later that you were in Benin. But I mean, you were living like you were in Lagos. How did we get there?
Okay, I've always liked visually appealing things, like generally. I would like to I think I've created my life for the longest time. I've created the life I want to have. Making me remember stuff. But I think I've created the life I've wanted for a very long time. When I started creating content, fashion was every story I tell leads to another backstory. So I'm trying to bring, like, how far back should I go? Growing up, I didn't watch television. As opposed to...
So you did watch Ed, and Eddie?
So I watched it sometimes, maybe at cousins' houses, but my dad didn't let us watch TV. Casper and the Ghost. Maybe at cousins' houses. Once I got a laptop, my dad didn't let us watch TV. So we just watched stuff on our laptop. So the only show we could watch on our decoder that was free was like one Fashion Forward P. And my mom used to watch it at Marcus Park. So we had like that smallest bundle that just had like football, fashion. So in my spare time, which I wasn't allowed to, I would just sometimes sneak and watch TV and I'd watch fashion stuff. So I really liked fashion. Also because nobody in my house liked fashion. I think I searched for validation for a very long time that I began to lean into the opposite of validation. I would want to do stuff that no one else was doing. So today I don't play football. I don't watch football because my older brother loves football. I don't care about medicine. I love medical shows, but I could never become a doctor because when we were growing up, my sister was obsessed with medicine. I also didn't listen to music for a really long time because my brother, I'm not joking, I didn't listen to it for a really long time because my brother loved music. So I'm the last child who felt like I constantly lived in the shadows of my siblings. So what felt like being myself was everything my siblings was not. And which is insane, that's how I became a creator. I have strived for the longest time and which is why now I'm older, I want to be myself and I want to know who that is.
So you don't know who you are yet?
I think who you are is a very funny conversation. Because who you are is everyone you've ever met.
Who are you right now?
I'm Tobe. I'm me. I'm me.
What is me?
What is he?
If you ask me who I am now, I'll say I'm Osas, the love of Tobe's life.
If you use my love to validate your existence, that's okay, but I wouldn't.
I mean, I go to bed at night knowing that you love me, so it works. It makes me sleep well.
You guys might have.
Do you feel flustered?
Flustered, I feel frustrated. That's a better effort.
Who's frustrating you?
You.
How can my love be frustrating you?
Do you know that love can be frustrating?
Do you know we're deviating?
Oh, sorry.
Do you know that we've gone round and round?
Do you know this is how I am? I like conversations. So back to where we were. So I used to watch a lot of fashion stuff. And then I'm like, yeah, I like to dress up, but I don't like how I look. And I didn't like, I was also in Benin, there were not a lot of cool clothes. So I just like go to New Benin, buy my clothes. I was like, go, my mom, I beg her, please take me to the tailor, let me make my clothes. And I remember even during Christmas, when everybody was so like normal native, I would like them to make man a little uppity, just a little struggle more. And my mom was just like, this child, yeah. A little bit odd, but but yeah. But I always liked fashion, and when I started Instagram, just because I didn't like myself, I wouldn't post myself. I'll post my outfit. So I'll post like cropped pictures of my outfit, but I would never post my face. Mind you, I grew up in a time where being dark skinned wasn't very, not like it wasn't cool, maybe just where I was at the time. I didn't like it. And well, media perception, it wasn't cool. I'm also going to be honest, do you get? Because I remember when I started writing, I used to write about, I just wish I was better. But what felt like better was not looking like myself. So it was a combination of being taller, slimmer, lighter, smarter. I grew up with so much, and it's funny because I come from a family where they genuinely poured love into me. It was just almost like, because they're family, they're just being family. So I didn't love myself for me. It was such a parody. It was such a, like, I would talk about self-love. I would talk about how everybody should love themselves, but I just didn't like who I was. And I'm telling you that this goes way back as when I was maybe like 13. You get? And also, there's something between that just 3 holiday. I didn't have my glow up then, so it was such a problem. I stayed overweight. Yes. Yeah. So everybody leaves for just already, and especially when they come back skinnier, so like I didn't have a great spot either. I was very short. I remember a particular memory when I was young. When we would go to church, I don't think about that. When we would go to church often, I would always pray to God that please let me grow taller. And it was my only prayer point for maybe 5 years of my life. When everybody would pray, so it was such a thing. And my mom told me one time that we went for a party. I was like 10, and I asked her, "Mommy, why is everybody taller than me?" And she cried on her way home. I was very short. Even in my pictures, you can see it. And she cried on my way home, and she was like, "I don't want him to ever notice the things that no one talks about." And so when I think about it, it's just like, I'm not short anymore. But even before, if you tell me, "Oh, Tobe, you're short," I'll feel jumpy. But I'm just like, and it's crazy. I mean, you're shorter than me, and your ex was shorter than me, so that's all the consolidation I need.
Shinami.
Yes, you.
Okay, let me.
Yes. If you go low, I go lower.
I didn't even go low.
No, you said it.
I didn't. Everybody were here. I didn't go low. Where were we? All I did was say that you love me. So how does loving me? How does you loving me going good?
I think you have to play this game with you. Game master. I don't play.
Is that what they talk to you in Benin?
Are you not from Edo State?
I'm from Edo State, and I'm not like that.
You're not like.
I'm a very nice person.
If you insist.
I'm actually very nice. Everything that you just did now is the opposite of what Edo people stand for.
Yes, I actually think Edo people are very peace loving. I love Edo people.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, next question.
No. I mean, we're talking about how you started content creation and how you left Benin to Lagos. Because at no point in your content creation journey did you mention that you were in Benin.
Yes.
I found out later, like I think it was on Instagram post where you said you were 500 level law or something like you already. I said, law as well.
So I think I did that also because of the fear of, I didn't want brands thinking I wasn't accessible, in the sense that you can, it's just like how in films you can typecast yourself. You can location cast yourself. You can say, because I'm in this certain location, I should only work with XYZ. So I felt like I left it open. And what's crazy is, at the beginning, you wouldn't even, there's a point in my career where it was just such an irrelevant information, because I felt like, I will travel. Not be nice boss. I'll take nice boss. You want me in Lagos tomorrow morning? Pay me money. So I think for me that's what it was, but it also was, there was not enough there. Benin is a smaller city. It's not a mega city like Lagos, but it's still a city, right? I'm trying to pick my words, because whilst I have a very strong feeling of there's this word, love and hate. I've forgotten what the word is right now. For Benin, I mean not hate, but just because I grew up there, and there's a way home feels. Home feels loving, but I feel like with Benin, it just felt like I was small there. I had friends who, like when I say stuff like, didn't I met Tyler before she blew? Like when she was a TikTok star.
What?
I saw the day Tyler performed and she poured water on herself. I saw that performance. So Rwanda, Giant of Africa. Before Rema Blue, saw his page, 5K followers, cool guy. And I think that's the problem. sometimes you see people and you know they're made for more. But it's almost like every time I said it in Benin that I want more, everybody's just like, it's so strange.
It's comfortable.
So comfortable. And once I think that's a great life, that's just not my life. I tell my siblings always, like, when I rented my first house, I didn't tell my parents. Because I just know that sometimes when I have conversations with my friends, I'm like, shit, I need to make it. And they're like, what do you mean you made it? I'm like, but I've not. Can you not see that I've not made? Like, can you not see that my idea of success is not this? It's not right now. It's not, my idea of success is championing Africa. Like, you must look at me and say, shit, this boy from a small city.
Like, you already look at you and say shit.
Thank you very much. But I mean utter disgust. I mean, you can't believe your eyes. This boy made it to Hollywood, and he has always said it. That's how I want my trajectory to be. That, and that's my problem with Benin. It's like every time you say it, they laugh. I think I'm going to be a great writer, an amazing writer. And sometimes I joke about it. People are like, "I want to be a writer too," and I'm like, "Yes, I'm going to be an amazing writer." But the thing is, you must surround yourself with people who don't just see you; they see who you can be. And maybe that's why I left Benin so quick. It was like, I had amazing friends there. But everyone is so content. They are so happy. And I'm happy for now, but I also know that I'm in a process. It feels like you're in a process. It feels like I know I'm going through a journey now. Like now, I'm in Lagos. Lagos is my thrive city, right? But that's not the end of my career. Do you understand? It felt like that in the beginning, almost like everybody was okay. And I hate the feeling of okay. I like reckless ambition. My favorite friends are people that keep me on my toes. I like conversations that make me say, every time I speak to Hilda, I don't speak to her often, but every time I speak to her, I say, damn it, you will rock my world, girl. Because one day I spoke to Hilda, I started talking to ChatGPT. I say, because success is also your friends. It's the people you choose to love. It's the people you choose to have around you. That's why we're great friends. Because we can have tough conversations. I shouldn't have said that.
You talk, I'm not worried. But
that's why we're good
right
friends.
There.
No, but that's why we're good friends, because we can have conversations that feel it's your podcast. This is not the final journey. This is not the final goal. This is a journey. Do you understand? So you must kind of surround yourself with people who see life as more. But that's okay if you don't see life as more. That's your priority too. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying I'm just telling everyone because of.
But when you were coming to Lagos that time, you were very young. Because I know that 500 level was 3 years ago.
Yes.
2-3 years ago.
2-3 years ago.
And you started creating content as far back as 21, 22. Yes. Like that's when I first saw your content.
Yes.
So you were leaving Benin to Lagos.
Yes.
Did your parents know?
So no, because I was embarrassed to be a creator.
So which brings me back to my point of men being liars. So you started lying from when you were small?
No, I'm pretty sure I took a page out of your book. Didn't you go to Ibadan in your final year to see a man?
What? I had never been to Ibadan until I graduated. To see a man, I'm very disgusted that you would think of me that way. What? Never. What we had is the same. Is you. Is you.
You know what scares me about you? You lie with such a serious face.
Lie? So if I ever lie to the world, I'll never lie to you. How about that? How about that? The main focus is you, because there are people that are watching this that, consume your content on YouTube, and you're telling me, or you're telling them that they should leave home, lie to their parents, and then come and try to hustle. Now, you did it with reckless abandon because you didn't think that anything could happen to you. You didn't consider their feelings, but you did anyway.
Out of everything I've said, that's the takeaway.
No, it's my takeaway. It's my takeaway because as a parent, if my child leaves home without telling me and I find out later, I'll be very angry.
So I think for me it was different. I'm
not a parent right away. I'm sorry, guys.
No. So I think for me it was very different. My parents are very kind. So even now, I get very...
Trigger warning, guys. Kind parents.
Oh, they're like... Oh, God. Please. But my parents are very kind. So it was a hard task for me. I have parents who would... And I always say this. My parents would give me the world if they could. Genuinely. And the older I've grown, the more I've seen it. There's certain things that my parents do, and I'm like... My mom was the cool mom. So during sleepovers in my house, we would have 14 friends in my house.
You should do sleepovers.
So growing up, our house was very ugly, so we never did sleepovers. But when we grew to when my siblings entered uni, which means I was like 13, they renovated the house. It was not fine. So you know that thing of when you've never had it. Oh, we had an influx of sleepovers. Lord of Jesus, every night my siblings would call me friends. So yes, so that's nice. My parents were like the cool. But my dad eventually became a cool dad. But because my parents were very kind, it was harder to lie. But it wasn't so hard to lie to my dad. But because it was hard to lie to my mom, so eventually I didn't lie to her. I told her, I'm going to Lagos. I want to. Because also I was embarrassed. And it's such a funny feeling because the basis of my embarrassment was I was embarrassed of being a creator because I didn't want to embarrass my parents. I felt like they had poured so much into me to end up as a creator, which is why as an influencer, I would always influence for good. There is no shame in being, there are no odd jobs. There's nothing like an odd job. I felt so much guilt of ending up like, it was such a, like, for the longest time, I didn't call myself an influencer. That's how much shame I carried in me. I have a sister who's a doctor, my two brothers are engineers, and I'm going to be a lawyer. And it just felt like I was reducing myself. So I never knew how to tell my parents. It was like an itch in my throat. I felt like I was disappointing them. And let me tell you what's crazy. Do you know till now, whenever I call to my parents, when I speak to my parents, I kind of apologize. And I'm like, I know this is not where I'm meant to be yet. And my mom always says, don't ever say that. But it's such a, because I owe them such a duty of love, like such a duty of success. I mean this genuinely. I no longer see my parents as my parents, I see them as my friends. So certain times I didn't travel a lot when I was younger, by the way. But certain times now I can afford certain things. I know it's not just because I can, I know it's because my parents have sacrificed certain things for me to get here. So when certain things happen, I'm just like, I'm so sorry, Mommy, I wish I could have done that for you too. And she's like, why would you say that? You're so young. But it's still there's still like a tang inside of me that says, wish I could have been bigger for them. And sometimes I look at my parents and I'm like, oh, you're older now. Do you not expect more from me? Like, do you not want? And it's like, they're so content with, oh no, and so my parents do it with me especially because I'm the youngest, but they also never want me to feel the pressure of being not where I should be. And my parents always remind me, if I open my phone now, you see voice, do you know what's crazy? I can play a voice of my mom and she'll just be like, Tobe, I'm so proud of you. I saw your video. My parents comment on every video. So when I started influencing, it was so hard because I didn't want to embarrass them. I didn't want to be a failed influencer. But I also more so wanted to be more. I started with a clothing brand. I was 15 and I opened a clothing brand. All my siblings had businesses. It only made sense I had a business. But I also reasoned I didn't like owning a clothing brand. Whilst I liked designing outfits, they were insulting me seriously. Also.
Small insults. Insult is part of business.
Somebody said my daddy is a fool. That's the day I stopped. Yeah. And I was 16. Why is my daddy a fool? So you know when there's something they'll tell you.
Mean, all bets are off when it comes to customers. They will
I was 16. I didn't think that length. I sounded 16. How can I test this? But his daddy's a fool. It was just, I'm crying. It was just too much for me. Crying because I'm laughing. Well, I was just like, and I remember doing business then. And I'm like, just like, go punch your papa. And I'm like, because you didn't get your order on time. And then I remember the last thing, so I was actually instead of my parents. I was just like, whoo! But I'm not doing finally. You know, you must. I have to say this thing. Do you know what's crazy? At every point in my life, I must see a certain shiggy that transcends me to the next level. At every point. Every time I want to pivot, a certain I will see signs, and once I see my last wonder, I will pivot. I saw that insult, I closed the page. I tapped out of that page. I said, I can do better. I started wearing the clothes that I did. I'm never joking with you. I went into the store, I uprooted it. I said, no. The life can't be that hard. I must see a certain shiggy that takes me to the next level in life. It happens every time, even with content. Before I'm about to change content, I will receive a disgusting disrespect. I'm going to say, I will go into the secret place. I will pray. There's a way you pray, God will answer. There's a way you see, God will answer that prayer. I'm never joking you. Every time. Every single time. Yeah.
Okay, well, it makes sense that you've had different spheres and different phases of your life. But you're a Benin boy, so breaking even into the Lagos influencer market space must have been hard. because already it's hard for people here, right? So you coming from Benin trying to make new friends because I don't think you got access to the mixers that we usually used to have for us to meet each other, right? So how did you feel? How did you break even actually?
So now that I'm older, I'm aware of certain concepts like equity, exclusivity, novelty. So the good thing is I enjoyed all three.
Since you've done your masters now.
No, just a lawyer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
So I enjoyed all three. So novelty in the sense that it's like a new kid coming into school. You're always cool at the beginning. It's what you do that continues your coolness. I had no friends. It was a good thing because I already dressed cool. Now remember, I didn't think I was cool. I thought I was fat, black, and short. But it almost felt like when I entered uni, everyone didn't think so anymore. I became slightly more. Just crazy, I don't even think. I struggle sometimes I'm looking around and I'm like, oh yeah, fine boy. Because when people tell me like you're so beautiful, and I'm like, wow. So I struggle with also seeing like public perception of beauty or
Can you say I'm looking at you with so much love in my eyes?
Yeah, it's getting a bit awkward. But
so
like
make I come on my eyes.
Yeah, you can just look at me. But I think because I didn't think it was cool, it was easy for me to now even look cooler. So I would dye my hair, and because I was also trying to find what I wanted, I would dye my hair different colors. I would wear at my core, if something is cool, I don't want to be it. So at some point, people would tell me I was Ote. The more Ote, if you tell me I was Ote, the next day to piss you off, I'll be Otea. 5 rings is not enough, I'll wear 10. Like, it almost felt like I was fighting what people considered as validation. The opposite of the people pleaser, that's what my friend calls me. I would ensure that it's where your craze stops, that's when we start. So it almost felt like, because of the madness, I also found like a small tribe of people, amazing girls, Hope, Mercy, Divine. They were in BIA at the time, they followed me for Fashion Week. At Fashion Week, I met a really cool girl, Ayanfe, which is your friend, surprisingly. Ayanfe was, and I'm saying this genuinely, I have people in my life that I met, and it was at that time I knew that shit, I'm not going to die in marriage. I'm not going to die in Ibini. Ayanfe rocked my world. I knew that after I met her, I was like, oh shit, there's so much more I can become. I hate that I'm speaking French so much on the podcast, so part of my French.
It's a safe space, we know.
But when she took pictures of me the first day, really nice pictures, blonde hair, brown outfit, nude. I think that time was maybe Kanye's. You know what's crazy? I also met 20 people at that place. I met Timini 5 years ago. He doesn't even know this. He doesn't even know this random fact. I met too many amazing people that day. So crazy. Ayanfe texted me after, and she was like to take pictures of me. And in my head, I'm like, I have a brother who is slender, tall, chisel chin, so I've always felt like he was the model. And he was just like, oh no, like I don't want that. She's like, oh no, why? I'd like to take pictures of you. And it bothered me because, do you know what's crazy? I think I even offered my brother. Like, I think you should take pictures of my brother instead. It was such a lack of belief. I didn't know what is even crazier. When I would do this, people are like, you're so cool. You don't even care about stuff. I'm not nonchalant. I don't believe in myself. It's not nonchalant. I'm not even.
No, say don't. Didn't.
I didn't believe in myself. So when we eventually took the pictures, captured me beautifully, I was like, wow. Damn. I don't look bad. And I remember that day clearly because we went to Takwa Bay. She was the first person to ever take me on the banana boat, take me to Takwa Bay. But I went to my older brother. And every time I like catch myself, because with me, creating is a career. It's not just, I'm not living a lifestyle. This is my job. Do you get? So sometimes when I'm not where I want to be at yet, I kind of sob in my mind because I'm like, there's so many people who have sacrificed a part of themselves for me to exist. My sister gave me an iPhone 11 as early as, and she was using an XS. My cousin gave her iPhone 11 and she gave it to me. And I remember asking her why, and she was like, well, because you need it more. 2 years later, I was still using that same iPhone 11. I would join a group, and one day I'll text her on the phone, and I'm like, everyone has an iPhone 13 here. I feel odd. She gave me the money for the iPhone 13.
Your sister.
Sometimes when I give her back the money, shower, when Kim don't come and feel big. But sometimes when I catch myself in times, or like when I walk out of my car, out of my house, and I catch myself living a life, when I'm walking to a meeting or I get a new announcement or a new I just remember myself that I'm not doing this alone. I'm like a bit of, I'm just sacrifice. I'm just love. I'm just people who have loved me at different points in my life. And it kind of makes me sad because I hope one day I get to make them feel the love back. And it's such a scary thing as a creator because, unfortunately, I don't like to say it, but I think it's sometimes like, what if it all ends? What happens to everybody's sacrifice? But I don't like think it's getting too deep. Oh my God, stop! Haha, why are you dating?
Are you okay?
It's getting too deep, guys.
Is everything okay with you? How do we get it?
Ew, what was that? Stop!
Wow.
Shake it off.
Wow. How did you convince your parents to let you move to Lagos?
I didn't.
Because you're the last born. Take note. You're the last born. You are the lawyer. You're the one that supposedly did not go in the same line that your parents wanted you to go. How did they let you out of their sights? And how did you convince them to let you move to Lagos?
I didn't convince them.
Mind you rented your first apartment when? In Lekki?
Yes, Lekki Phase 1.
In Lekki Phase 1.
I didn't convince my parents to let me move to Lagos. When I was in 400 level, I moved to Lagos. And I was in 400 level in UDBN. And I just rented an apartment in Lagos. I never told my dad. My dad didn't find out I lived in Lagos. My dad didn't find out. Does that sound wrong? My papa no find out I lived for Lagos till like 2 years after I got my first apartment. And
the apartment that is on YouTube now, that was on YouTube, is still on YouTube.
Yes.
With the staircase behind.
Yes. And you know what's crazy? He thought when I was living in that house for 2 years, my father thought I was moving to my auntie's house in Lagos because I was just so scared. It's a number of things. I didn't have to move out. I had a very comfortable place I was living. My auntie is the sweetest woman in the world. But for me, it was just like I needed my own space. I needed to do things by myself. Also, I was getting to an age where content was, I needed to meet up every day. I'd have my cousins around and sometimes I'd be shy. So I didn't know how to tell my mom I wanted to move. I also didn't know how to tell her I was making enough money because I had the fear that I wasn't making enough money. Another thing, do you know money blinds and money suffocates you? I was so scared that the money would finish, so I couldn't use my money. And then one day I'm like, I'm going to move. It was all the money in my account. Obviously, it was an apartment in Lekki, which was fucking pricey. Especially for, maybe at the time I was 18, 19, I know I was at 400 level. And I was like, I'm going to get my own apartment. What was crazy was, I told myself, I'm not going to share the apartment with anybody. I'm going to get my own house. And my brother always tells me that you have blind audacity. And audacity that you don't back up. Your audacity is from, no, you're mad. My brother thinks I'm crazy. And I was like, no, Uche, I'm going to move. And I started looking for a house. And I started looking for a house. He didn't have a quarter for rent. But when I saw my house, it was a loft. I said, I'm going to live here. The day I viewed my loft, a banker viewed the same loft. And he was like, oh, I'm going to stay here. He said it. I said, no, I'm going to beat you to it. I'm going to pay rent first. Stupid audacity. When they told me the rent, I told them, tell the landlord. I lied that I worked in an oil company. I used my brother's picture, but I used my name. So I said, tell the landlord I'm offering him this, but I promise I'll live in this house for like 5 years. You're
offering him. You're even offering.
I say, even the agent said they don't allow that. I said, tell him. The agent said I was the only person they had ever discounted rent for. And I feel like, you see when all these good things happen to me, it fuels that thing inside of me that makes me think. It fuels that jazz that I've tied in my tongue that makes me think that truly I'm untouchable.
You're a Benin boy now. He's on brand. What are you doing? What were you doing there?
You know that every time I say I'm moving out, people like say I do juju, I'm like, that's weird.
You don't?
Yeah, I funny enough, I'm from Delta State. I just live in
Delta.
It was even Kuku one state before Benin.
You're even more Benin than me.
I actually am.
You are?
I actually am.
So that's how I know I'm a good person and you're not.
So Benin people are not good people.
No, I'm saying that because you're a foreigner living in Edo State, and I'm sure that you took over.
And if you see me in Edo State, I hold my ground.
You can even speak.
Yes, now I can say some things. I have a Benin accent. Do you know? When I'm speaking, people are like, "Are you South?" I say, "Oh God." They're like, "Are you from Warrior from Benin?"
I'm safe for the accent. I think your behavior depicts that you're a South man.
Even yours, I wouldn't say South. Yours behaves like you depict like you're a witch or something.
Yeah, I like as you carry your face, go that side. Find ways to define for you. Find out. You see her.
But my parents never figured that I was living in Lagos until eventually one day I said my house because I got a job in Lagos. Like I started working when I was in Lagos as well. Whilst I was being an influencer. I got to make But whilst I was being an influencer, I worked for a while. And when they just said my house, my dad was like, home. I said, well, my house. He was like, you have your house? I say, yes. He said, do you live with somebody? I say, yes. because he couldn't fathom that I was paying rent. All my siblings were still at home at the time, and I am the youngest. It just didn't make sense. I was in uni. So by this time, there was a strike. There was ASU strike. So I said, I'm going to Lagos. What are you going for? I said, Daddy, I'm going to do my clothing line. That's what you think I have. But I have no customers for. Because I also couldn't explain to him as an influencer. And then when I said my house, I said, I was like, oh, when did you get a house? I just made him think it was like a weekly thing because I was going to the market with him in Yaba. So he was like, okay. As time goes by, most of my family members were blocked. That's another conversation. When he starts seeing my videos, he's like, where is this person? I said, Daddy, I'm not sharing any apartment.
Yeah, you're tired of lying. Hi.
That if I show you my house, you say go show. And eventually my dad is very cool. He's who I want to be. And I say this all the time. I didn't grow up with a cool dad, but he adapted so easily. Like, I can have a conversation with my dad and I say, I don't like how you're making me feel right now. Please, can we take a break and revisit this? My daddy will say, okay. And I'm just like, this is not who you were. But the fact that you can learn so quick, and I think is amazing.
Hey, yeah. You know that? Yeah. That's so nice.
It's so funny. When I became older, I found out people didn't hug their parents. Every day I say I love you to my dad and my mom. Eh? After every call, we say I love you. We hug every day.
Congratulations to you and yours.
You didn't stick with that kilo, isn't it? That is a kilo.
Okay, no, it's not a kilo. Is it? Yeah. Congratulations to you and yours. Wow. Trigger one, the present parent too. Okay, so when did you make your first million? And how? Please don't say prostitution.
Why would I say prostitution?
It's part of your lifestyle, I know.
The thing with people that project,
I'm not projecting. Like, you introduced me to the lifestyle, so I'm.
You know, my mom and my dad, they're actually very social media savvy, so they'll probably watch this podcast.
I said prostitution as per like cross, like
eating
cross.
Prawns.
Yeah, cross. Yeah. Not what you heard.
Thank you.
So how did you make your first million?
Obviously through being a creator, but I can't remember when.
So you didn't even make it from the clothing brand that they insulted you from?
Guy, which one? I want to see 1 million in profits for clothes. How much will I cloth? 7K. How many 7K I want to say where I'll see 1 million in profits? Do you know what 1 million is? Or you mean 1 million in revenue, like general? Even 1 million in revenue, where do you want to see it from 15K shirts? From 7K shirts? No, it was from creating. So the thing is, when I entered this scene, obviously I enjoyed novels. I didn't have a lot of friends. You know, I spoke well, I looked good, I was conventionally cool. I don't know about attractive. So I started working with brands.
I find you attractive.
I also had when I started, I didn't work
so with... So you didn't hear me?
Thank you very much. I find compliments hard. I didn't work with...
Say what you said.
I said, I find taking compliments hard.
Okay. I thought you said... I thought... Okay. All right.
You never said keep
going. It's fine. Keep going.
So when
I'll just pick our DMs. It's fine.
There's nothing in our DMs. I always say no management. I learned from the best. #you. So when I started working with brands, I really only worked with international brands because from the onset, somebody said they're going to send me clothes like an SME, and the girl insulted me when I picked 5 clothes. So I didn't know she's meant to send me 1 cloth. I picked 5. She not jokingly called me greedy. Then I was just like, I was still having allowance, and I used to save. I don't save anymore, I spend. But when I was younger, I used to save really well. So I was in tight situations, but I always used to save. I had the fear that something bad happened to me, they would kidnap me on my way in Ore when I come back to Benin. So I needed a quick 100K to be able to transfer. So I always, and I have siblings who will give their life for me also. So when the girl...
Would you give your life for them?
Yeah. Oh, I love my siblings. I feel like siblings are God, like when God gives you friends, you're only good friends. So when the girl insulted me, I just realized like I don't want to work with an SME, so I started shooting for big brands and I mostly targeted them. I feel like as opposed to people who think influencing is by a streak of luck, I think it's a business model. And business models are built on strategy. You do A plus B will always give you C. I look at the influencing as math. No joke. I feel like when I tell people, for every trip I go on, I say he's going to give me this amount of numbers, this amount of followers, this amount of recognition. And when he falls short, I say, okay, what did you do wrong? I analyze it.
Data.
So, yes. So when I started, I said, okay, I want to work with XYZ and I'm going to work towards it. I did things that put me in their purview and they worked. So I started working with big brands. I was with Coca-Cola for like 2 years.
So brings me back to big money Tobe, because like I said in the beginning, Tobe has money. That's why he was able to. Yes, you do have money. Now, how did you manage to graduate? Because I feel like you had already been exposed to lifestyle in Lagos. Lagos lifestyle is very superficial, by the way. But I feel like you had already been exposed to lifestyle. You didn't enter 500 levels like 3 years ago. So I mean, so the times that you started this thing was like you were in 200, 300.
Yeah.
Right? So how did you still manage to put your head inside those books and graduate?
I don't think I'm very brilliant, but I think I read a lot. Like a bastard lot. Like a crazy lot. I have a sister who is very book smart. I have friends who are very book smart, but I don't think I'm book smart. I can't retain knowledge. But what I trained myself to be able to read. Right now I still read academic articles, I read actual articles, I read for fun. And because I didn't have friends, it was easy to read. It was easy to consume stuff. So the key was, I don't have friends in Benin. My only friends are in Lagos. Before I go to Lagos, I know that I have to. And because I didn't want to embarrass my parents, I didn't want my parents to, which is so crazy because I've done a lot of things for my parents. Those niggas, they don't do all these things for me. I don't try for them. Because now you ask me, I used to read in the bus. So I used to, let me tell you how my life was. God, my dad would be so scared. I'll go to class Monday to Thursday. Thursday was, we didn't start class on Fridays. I can enter night bus to Lagos. Okay, I'll still poor now. I'm still broke over.
Shut up.
If you see me, God is good. If you see me, Yaru Motors. So I'd enter night bus from Thursday, come to Lagos. I will batch create Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday morning, I've gone back. So I would be reading whilst I'm batch creating. And because I knew that I had a very flexible schedule, I'm not just with that, so. And why it's crazy because I'm actually not into like. Osas, I don't know book like people. Like when people used to say, when I explained to my classmates, they're like, "Oh, you're so brilliant." I say, I'm lying. I used to read from the first week. And I made it like because I also knew I had such a tasking routine. I would read from the first week. I also hated, another thing, I didn't ask for answers in exam.
You don't ask.
Well,
You're a law student. I don't think all the scenarios, everybody's answers will be the same.
yes, but you can ask for like stuff. Like they're like, because I had the phobia. I hate being embarrassed. So that idea of this boy, they go Lagos, no. You know that when I was reading for my back finals, when I switched on my phone, I said, the last thing someone will say is that you're dumb. Like, it was such a point. Like, there's a type of self-love that you need to have that makes you say you will protect yourself. So it was such a thing that people knew I was famous, so I could not afford to be dull. I was here. As I do fashion, I go do book. So I made a point of time to always read. So because I didn't think I used to retain knowledge, I would read over and over. So before I enter an exam, I've probably read, I'm done with the course outline, maybe like twice or 3 times. Some courses, and I enjoy certain courses. So I read criminal law like it's a novel. Like I read and I gist my friends about it so it to stick longer. So I think because of that. Also because I wrote my first jam at 12 or 13 years old now. So I was trained.
Was that allowed?
Well, we didn't know until I wrote it. I never saw the results because I forgot to collect the slip. Check your jam results.
I mean, you were 13.
I was only like, because I wrote my second jam at like 13, 13, 14, and I entered school at almost, I think I just turned 15 when I entered school. Because I turned 15 in April, and I entered school in September. Yeah, so I was around. But I got my admission maybe when I was like 14.
So you're one of those Swiss kids.
Another point, I wasn't a smart child.
I don't think,
I used to study because there was nobody else. So, you know, maybe I've taken first like 5 times in my life. No, it might not even be up to 5 times. My sister, on the other hand, that's an academic weapon. She takes first every term. Okay, maybe I've taken first about 5 times, but every term. So I just think I had to look at her and see this page, and I'll just read. Yeah. And then I wanted to be an art student. I had to. So I think I come from a very academic background. My siblings used to win cowbell. Like, I was the best debater in Edo State. Like, I literally won it in the whole of it. Because I had to now prove my points that my dad didn't want a lawyer. But he also said he would never tell anybody what to study. But he will remind you what he doesn't want you to study. He don't tell you what to do. He's telling you what to not do. Yeah. So he didn't want a lawyer. I remember I had to fake his signature to study arts. Also because I've been doing physics since I was in GSS 3. So he just thought naturally, yes, I did physics, chemistry, further maths from GSS 3. So when I entered SS1, so in SS1 you do all courses again, I purposely started failing for that maths. Because I know that if you're a dull science student, they'll force you to go to arts class. But see if this thing doesn't work, and they make you do science. I started failing my courses on purpose. And now that I'm older, I guess such a dumb thing because I would have just, I didn't graduate from secondary school. I would have liked to be a postgraduate student, but I was not feeling science class.
Why didn't you graduate? You did that from
SS2
to oh.
Yeah, I was 15 now.
Yeah.
It was so long. Like, I was in SS3 for. I already knew everything. I wrote YEC, I wrote NECO, I wrote GC. My dad even saw right napkin because he wanted me to do engineering and art simultaneously. So once I was studying engineering, he wanted me to study law. Then we now agreed that I would do engineering first, then law later. Then we now changed that I would do law first, then engineering later. You literally reminded me that
that's too much. Please, it's okay. It's too much. Please. You pivoted from fashion content to lifestyle to being funny.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate the funny side of you.
Yeah. Do you think you're funny?
I think you're funny.
Oh, thank you.
I think you're funny. And I think that you love collaborations a lot.
Mm-hmm.
From Inking to Hawa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think that your Hawa episodes were very, very nice.
Oh.
And I feel like it took you out of the box. To be honest, some things that you did made me feel like maybe that was life you're living in Benin. Because no people say this boy just pick them up. Right? Because you were doing it so well. What's you define for?
Do you want me to go home?
Go where? Make I talk finish.
Okay, finish.
Yeah. You were playing the Raz voice so well, the very Raz frustrated husband or side nigga that you were to Hawa at the time. Because Kabiru was number one, so you're number two. Yeah.
It seems like you have a lot of your chest. A lot on your chest.
I will get everything. I will get everything off.
Okay.
But I'm complimenting you, okay?
It's a compliment.
I'm complimenting you.
Okay.
Yeah, don't you feel complimented? Like, are you not flustered?
I'm frustrated.
You're not frustrated. You're flustered.
Okay.
You're flustered. Anyway, so you had that phase. Like, what was your creative process? How did you guys decide that you want to come and start studying us on the internet together?
So what's funny is I started fashion because that was all I knew. I started lifestyle because I had grown older and I wanted more. You get? So when I started fashion, I was rather young. I was like 16. I just take pictures. You know why I started being active on Instagram? I had a best friend. We had 3 best friends. 2 stopped talking to me. They were not taking fashion pictures together. And I said, and I'll change.
They come out for setting.
Somebody come out. They threw me. And they used to wear like really cool stuff then. And I didn't have access to this stuff. I think my parents didn't have money like theirs, I guess. So maybe my parents are more conservative because now I'm older. I'm like, how much was what they were wearing? So I now became very serious on Instagram. So I started doing fashion. And eventually I started doing more cool stuff, more lifestyle, right? My older brother, the only make you older than me, Didi. Since I've been in church, he always says you're funny. And when I come back from, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, and he knew. But he had a lot of friends. So I was like a cool kid. He said, the people in your class say you're funny. I was saying, he said, don't worry, you're the funniest boy to me. And my brother has told me this for as long as I can remember. Till now, he says, you're the funniest boy I know. When I shot my first video that shot, I didn't used to talk on Instagram, I only used to take pictures.
Yeah, I remember.
Someone reached out to me, I was like, it feels like you're trying too hard. So I didn't shoot a funny video for another year. But when I wanted to start again, I had written my final exam in school. And I just got to the point that I was like, I need to do more. I enjoy fashion videos, I enjoy looking good, but it was so oversaturated at the time. And I'm a firm believer that you need to be able to evolve. Once I believe in niche, but your niche is truly who you are. Your niche is character. No matter how I do fashion, no one will do fashion like me, and I won't do fashion like anyone else. That's where the character comes in. So I got frustrated and I was like, I want to do more. I want to speak.
I think you get frustrated easily.
Yeah, I think it's actually since I met you, funny enough. Now I
met you.
Yeah.
But all I've ever shown you is love. Oh wow. No worry, can continue.
So I wanted to do more, then I tried humor. What's crazy because I don't know how to tell a joke. But I know comedic timing because I never told jokes to my brother. It's like we're just gisting and we're just laughing. And my brother's always like, Tobi, you are so funny. But I'm like, how do I transcend gisting into me? Like, because I don't know how to say jokes. So I said, I'm not going to tell jokes. I'm going to gist with my phone. I'm going to say stuff so if I just decide I say something funny, I'm like, damn, I'm going to tell my phone that. And so I started. And I think in 2024, 2023, I became Meta's ambassador in 2024. So in 2023, I said I'll make a video every day to the end of 2023. And I'm going to do crazy numbers. That was my one goal. And I did it. And I started making a video on my bed every day. And in the beginning, I'll say, how are you doing? How is your day going? Because I asked a lot. And then it morphed into how is your day going, Joe? And in that year, my followers became insane. When Meta reached out to me and wanted me to be the ambassador, I thought it was a prank. And they offered me crazy money. So I told my team, like, how far are you posting this? And they're like, yes, what is his scam account? Meta was spelled correctly. And I was they're like, we want to meet you. I'm like, oh God, I was scamming us. So when I knew was when they sent their digital asset, I said, and I was so scared that I never told anyone about it. Until that, I didn't tell my parents. Because I was so scared I would embarrass them. And I said, Mommy, they gave us plates, and I was like, Mommy, I'm Meta's ambassador. She's like, what? I'm like, Facebook. You're paying me money now. My mom went ballistic. And my mom is like, she's such a prayer warrior. She's like, oh my God, Tobi. I feel like that was the first glimpse of how far I could go. When that happened, I'm like, from locking in, I became Meta's ambassador. I bet. So humor, I can be funny. So I'll do anything I want. I'm also a firm believer that when you're evolving, don't try to stay true to your old self. Just evolve. There's so much performance with creators. You want to stay on brand. What's your brand? Your brand is you. But so when I wanted to do more humor, I said, I'm a crazy person in my head. But you know what's crazy? Crazy things happened to me. I started searching for a job at the time. I said, I'm going to vlog it. And when I said I wanted to vlog it,
you were actually searching for a job?
Oh, I was actually searching for a job. Because I also had the fear that, and it's something I suffer. As I'm growing as a creator, there are also people growing in corporates. I don't want to wake up when I'm 40 and say, I wish I did corporates. So it was also such a, let me start looking for a job on the side. Do you get? But the things that happened to me were unreal. And I also wanted, and I remember when I started looking for a job, someone told me, oh, you can't be looking for a job and be on social media. Like, Instagram is for lifestyle. And I was like, but why? That's what you think, I agree. But that can't be everybody's reality. First vlog I posted, it was like, okay, some people were laughing, like, aha, Tobi. Second one, I tried to do a day in my life, the food burnt, I slept, I forgot my tripod even broke that day. But I still was told that I must post. So instead of cutting that part out, I left it. I posted burnt Indomie. I posted that because one time I tried to make pasta, it didn't work, I did chin.
Well, I know that you're a very bad cook.
No, very bad.
Very bad.
I think you're on this show to insult me.
I'm not insulting. I think you're a very bad cook, but carry on.
I think so too. I think you're asking.
I'm not.
But after this, there's someone on Howard's page, and I laugh. I'm like, this girl is so brilliant. She creates stories that I think, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to meet her. What's funny is I didn't know her from anywhere, and I'm just watching that video, and then I'm like, my brother says, is that Howard? I'm like, do you know her? He's like, yeah, she's so funny. I text her management at the time. I'm like, hi, I really like this creator. Can I collab with her? Because I know how to tell stories. I feel like I don't know how to be funny, but I can create funny conversations. So I needed to create the funny conversations. Mind you, how I say brilliant. I think she's the most brilliant storyteller I've ever met in my life.
She's brilliant, very brilliant. She was on the podcast last year.
Okay. Yeah. The most brilliant.
And she was gushing about you, so.
Oh, that's my Sheila. We were not fighting and breaking each other's head.
Put me in the middle. I would love to be there.
So when I saw Howard there, Howard had told me that she didn't even care about the collaboration. So later in our friendship, she went to my page, she thought that I was funny, so like, let's do it. So Howard comes to my side, we shoot. But we didn't have a direction. I was just like, let's just shoot. We shoot, we go where we're going. She's like, this was fun. I was like, okay, let's do the voiceover together. No, I start the voiceover. She's like, okay, let me say something. I'm like, okay, add this, you add this. And she's like, let's do it this way. Howard is someone who, Howard is, mind you, I know I'm gushing now. I've met amazing people, but it's not easy to work with amazing people when you think yourself as amazing. Working with Howard is like it's like a gentle calm. It's like, so I remember the first video, which was just like, damn, I didn't care how he did. This one was for me. And he did crazy. And it was just doing one video. Do you know what's crazy? At the time Howard and I met, I don't even think we were following each other yet. And I messaged her, I'm like, how far? We'll drop another one. She's like, I'm tired. Your content is too stressful for me. I was staying out to do content. She's like, why did you drop another one? How and I did content for maybe 7, 8, 9 months. Then after that, we said, let's do a film. And that's the thing, most of the people that are on your madness level. Every time I spoke to, how I feel that I hate you, I love you. Like, But yeah, so after that collab, I started looking for more. I was continuing my vlogs. But one day I'm just like, crazy things happen to me. But a lot of crazy things that happen to me in Lagos. I want to be in Lagos. I remember the first time I spoke to my management about this. Now this is another management like a year after. They're like, yeah, but like the north isn't safe. What do you mean you want to travel to the north?
So you had this whole traveling idea for over a year now?
So it's been about, well, since I was in law school, yes.
What?
Yeah, since I was in law school.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't because I was in law school at the time. So I waited till the end. But after law school, I was in a slump. I couldn't create. Brands had not worked. Do you know what's crazy? In the middle of May, I thought I'd stop creating content. In the middle of June, I thought I'd fix myself. But because, for another reason, brands didn't work with me. So because I was in law school, I didn't work in December. I didn't work in January. I didn't work in February. I finished my exams last day of February. But the thing is, I had been spending money writing these exams, doing these things. I was dead broke. I couldn't create content. March, one brand. I used it to pay some bills. April, my birthday, I go to Senegal. All expenses paid by me. May, June, crazy thing happened to me. July, it just felt like a poor year. And I remember one day I sat in the management and I said, I've done 3 ads this year. There's no way I'm not going to quit. And I spoke to her again. And I was looking like mad. I make crazy money, then come back. Funny enough, he says it's tired. When I make this amount of money, calm down. I was like, but how I don't have the money to make it? Like, I don't have the money to even create the content. But I said, find it like stupid. I said, you know what, okay, I'm going to change houses. I had my house since January. I had gotten it since. And I was like, I wasn't going to move in. I thought I would use it for an Airbnb. I said, I'll change my house. I need a fresh start. And that's what I'm saying. A certain shit game was beat you. Like, you will go and pray. Crazy fact, when I'm very broke, I pray to God and I'm just like, God, please, I need to wake up to money in my account tomorrow. I did not say I need to wake up I'll wake up to money in my account. A brand has owed me for 7 months. I think I must have told you, but the brand. Prayed that prayer, the money came. I was just like, damn. So that would happen and I was just like, God, please, I need money badly. But this time I just said I need to lock in like stupid. But it's not enough for me to lock in within Lagos. So my first video idea was going to go somewhere in Lagos that was very like gang related. And everybody was like, no, they couldn't go. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the north. And everybody in my team is like, oh, but the problem is with the north, there's so much insecurity. And I remember the first time I asked, we're in a room. But there's not insecurity. I asked the person, how do you know? They're like, huh? I was like, how do you know there's insecurity in that? And they're like, well, because on the news. I'm like, that's the point. If you leave mainstream media to document everything, what do I then do? What is my job? The person goes quiet. I'm like, hey, I'm winning the argument, yes. Ask the next person, how do you know? How do you know? And I go around the table and everybody looks stupid after. And I'm like, done. So I'm going to the north. Now the problem was I needed funding. I had 0 money to my name. Earlier in this year, I had used my money for a lot of stuff. How did I get my first money? Maybe one brand came just in time. It wasn't even crazy money. But after the money I spent on the trip, when I started borrowing for my sister and my brother on the trip, it became crazy money. But from just my first city, Kano, when I shot my first video and the spoke house, I was very particular about what I wanted it to convey. I also am so blessed with an amazing team. There's Clinton and there's Rashid. They're amazing guys. And when they went on that trip with me, they just love me. They know that I don't know what I'm doing. There were nights in my trip where our hotel is not booked. I said, what am I saying our hotel is not booked? That's even far. Man, the hotel is like 25K. We'll be like, guys, if you want to talk tomorrow, you know, sleep hotel, so I don't get cash. And they'll just be like, that's chill. That's okay, let's make it work. And it will happen like a number of times. And I was just like, damn. One thing now, I tell you, why do people trust me? Like, why do you trust? I'm stupid. So let's just remind him that there's no bigger picture. I'm just leaving. And in this particular trip, I was looking at both of them and I was like, when I make it out, because I will, I'm going to spoil you guys stupid. And they're like, hey, but I was like, I'm not joking. When I went to Taraba, rain beat us, so my videographer's drone went bad. It literally crashed. And it was sad, but he didn't complain to me once. And I was like, I don't know how to make it okay because I want to pay you the money, but I don't even have the money. And I told them, when I was in Taraba, I met with the commissioner, 2 commissioners. First I did was, oh, Tobi, we would like to ask you a favor. I said, give me money. They're like, oh my God, that's when I said, employ me. I'm not being funny. When I met with Emma in Just as an uncle Emma, I said, uncle, give me money. Pay for my Uber. And it's because as creators, you do need funding. But people like to brush over it. But we do need funding.
We do.
I do need the money. Do you understand? Like, am I cracking?
Me, for example, now.
Genuinely, because this is a lot of money. Do you get? And it was just. But every time I remember, I tell myself, like, there are too many people who have given into you to stop. It's such a reminder to myself. Like, it happened with law school. It happened on my trip. My trip was meant to be 9 days. It became 12 days. Crazy stuff happened. Every time we estimated a trip, it would be a 9-hour trip. It would take us 14 hours. Our car will stop on the way. And I can't even be angry at people because they've given me the most discount. Every tour guide I found was the cheapest tour guide in the city. They've given me the most discount. There's a tour guide for Kaduna. If you haven't watching this, my love, I'm sorry. She billed us 100K for a day. That's a crazy price. And I tell her, I can't afford it straight up. She says, okay, find another person. We used our just driver who doesn't even speak most of the language in Kaduna. And I'm like, but that's what I can afford right now. And I'm going to run with it. And I think because of the idea that there are too many people who have sacrificed for me, I just can't stop. It's such a... Some people actually tell me, how do you tell your stories? I'm like, well, a lot of crazy things happen to me. There's no... But it's the passion. On my 3rd day in Taraba, I edited 4 videos. And Rashid, that's my manager, he's like, this is crazy. Your work is insane. In my head, I said, you don't know that.
You edit your videos yourself still?
Yes. Do you know what's crazy? I don't think anybody can edit second.
Yeah.
So if it's a brand's video, or if it's a camera video, I can let another person edit. But I'm going to go over for them and I'm like, can you add this here? Can you? But I just can't allow people to edit vlogs for me. I just feel like that's my core. And I think that's a problem. Obviously, I should be able to delegate. But when I edited the 4 videos, my manager was like, Tobi, this is amazing work, but it's also crazy work. I need you to rest. And in my head, I'm like, you don't know that if I don't edit this video, you won't eat tomorrow. This is food I'm holding. Like, I'm not doing it for me, I'm doing it for us. And every time I speak to him, I say, I do it because one day I want to say I managed Tobe. And that's a full statement. I managed Tobe. And oh, how are you, Richard? I managed Tobe. And they say, oh, it checks out. I was speaking with Abby Quick today, and I was like, I want to touch money that I hate the fact that as creators they want to. It's such a conversation. They want to reduce us into almost a nothingness. Like, why do you want to pay? Do you want to pay me pennies but dress in pounds? Like, it's such a why? I need influencers to have disgusting audacity.
It's because influencers don't treat content creation as a business. They treat it as a side. Yeah.
And it's a problem. I used to introduce myself as, oh, I'm Tobe, and I used to laugh about it. But now, if you ask me, hi, I'm Tobe and I'm a creator, I can list the other things. Even when people say, oh, I know him as an actor, I remind them that no, I'm an influencer first. And there's no shame in that. I'm earning ridiculous money. And what's crazy, I'm going to earn even more ridiculous money. I'm going to be on the cover of Vogue for being a creator. Like they say, my drum go down my drum.
Who's your favorite artist?
Artist? I really like Asha.
When Asha can start to listen?
Asha, like ESA.
Oh. Okay. Sorry.
I really like Asha Khan as a creator.
Don't we all?
Don't we all?
What's your favorite song? What's your go-to song? I mean, I know that you had downtimes in your trips. You were not showing us that part.
Oh.
Did you have songs that you went to for?
What's funny is I really like. So today I was just playing it. Sumi Sola Agbegi. I don't know how to pronounce her name. On Bola. That song Bola. I like. Christian songs move me. I'm a Christian.
They move you. Just move. After you move, what will happen?
I'll cry now. I'll sob.
And that's all.
I'll lay down in my bed now. I'll start thinking.
I pity you are the Christians that open. I pity the Christians that you when they catch you, when they nab you for this thing that you just said, and they will tell you that you are disrespecting.
Oh, I'm a Christian now. So when I listen to the songs, I'm like, I pray. I pray.
You do.
But my favorite song, so because I also don't want to create a misconstrued image, I don't listen to that song often enough. But I do listen to that. I also listen to yes, by Lawrence. Oh yeah, but I don't listen to them enough. My all-time favorite song, I don't know if I have one. I like Scars to You're Beautiful. I like I Love You, I Hate You by Nash. I like
Scars to You're Beautiful, Beneath You're Beautiful.
Scars to You're Beautiful, Alicia Cara. Scars to Your Beautiful, okay. Or To Your Beautiful, one of them, Alicia Cara.
Okay.
That should be her name. I like Love You, Hate You, Nash. I like there's this Zayn song. Yeah, I like, there are a couple of songs that, like, I have them on rotation. I like Ashake's remember, but it's not just remember. I think it's My Love. Does he have a song called
Why Love?
It's not Why.
That's it.
Maybe it's Why Love. But
Why
there's
Love?
one particular song I like.
Is it new?
No, it's not so new.
So it's not Why Love?
Yeah, it's not so new. It's My Baby Tonight. My Happy now. Oh my God, something like that. I really like that song.
Okay.
My Baby Tonight. Yeah,
That's
I really
singer.
like that song. No, I'm not sure, but that's I'm a creator, not an artist.
Okay, no problem. Do you have a safe space?
Definitely not here. The fuck? Do I have a safe space? Yeah, everybody in my life. Do you know what's funny? Do you know I don't have toxic friends? If you're toxic, I'll block you.
Oh, so you think I'm not toxic?
I don't think I'm a friend.
Oh, you think we're lovers?
Wow, this guy is pinky. You cannot take no for another. But yeah, I think you're a safe space. I don't think you're my safe space. I'm actually like, I don't used to confide in you, but I actually do confide in you. So I think all my friends are my family. So many it's like to talk, man, I don't get safe space in a show. How many safe spaces? Oh, many.
Do you want to know my safe space?
No, not really.
I think you love my answer.
I don't care.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm really sure.
I should not tell you my safe space.
No, that's all right. I'm good.
It's going to haunt you at night.
I'm good.
I actually really want to tell you my safe space.
No, I don't want to hear.
I actually want to tell you my safe space.
I actually don't want to
I
hear.
want to tell you my safe space.
I don't want to hear.
So wait, I have to tell you my safe space.
You have to.
You're my safe space.
Damn, this book is so nice.
Very,
Wow.
very nice. Middle daughter, but you're going to cry.
Okay. I just wanted to get out of the way.
Yeah. So you're my safe space. I think your content also is a safe space for me.
Oh, are you for real? Thank you very much.
Also, why did you think that I was joking when I said you're my safe space? So when I say your content is my safe space, you accepted it.
I find
Do
it hard to
you
accept
internalize?
compliments.
Oh, great.
Yes, I find it hard to
Great,
accept.
great. But yeah, I love your content so much. I mean, I tell you every time. I even tweet about it
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, I did see your sister. I was like,
See, you're not the only one gawking. I actually am not. But you do it a lot because like you did a whole YouTube video where you're like,
No, because
oh,
when
I love Osas, so Osas is my life, oh, Osas is this, oh.
I can be a bit exaggerated, but like
I'm not exaggerating. You said
said, like when you love something, like say it. I think that's who I am as a person. I really like you. I really like your work. I've got an interview where I said you're a preferred creator, so it's only bound. So I also don't. Yeah, it makes me odd when people tell me you're so original when I do stuff like that. I'm like, I really like your work. I will find girl over you now. Why not? Yeah, I like the podcast. Jeez, so your role.
Even when it was low budget.
Oh, even when it was low budget. It was never low budget.
It was low budget. I'm right to you.
But that's so
Low budget. Low budget. Almost no budget. Creators need funding like mad.
Oh, I don't remember that your
Like,
couch.
brother, no, it still exists. If it's because there would have been no space for us to use it here. That's why it's not here. I swear to God, it would have been here.
Nah.
It was him that said no.
He refused. He's the end of fucking.
Where do you want to put it?
Look at see the lush. This is easy for Tobe now.
No, the other one was lush.
I
think you're despising my days of humble beginnings.
No, you talk so you don't get budget.
And must you agree with me?
Oh, okay. It was never a low budget.
So if another creator comes to you and say, oh, Tobe, I feel like I'm not doing well, you say, yeah, I'm not doing well.
No, but I mean, honestly, if I don't think you're doing a great job, I'm going to say, well, you need to work a little bit harder. My friends know this about me. No, I would tell you. I say, I think you need to work it. I would, but the thing is, I never tell the problem without the solution. So it's a rule of thumb for me. If you only create problems and never solutions, then you're just nagging. So if you tell me, I think I'm not doing it, I'll say, okay, my love, let's try it like this. Do you know how many friends I've done strategy meeting for? We will find a solution.
I'm proud of you.
I'm so proud of you, my love.
And you're about to be called to bar. Yeah, congratulations to you, lawyer, the law, esquire, barrister. What other names do we have to call you?
Yeah, that's right. You can just say barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, the largest.
I'm not going to say all that. You can do all that. But I'm super proud of you.
Thank you so much. 7 years journey and it's finally ended. Do you think I'll cry on my cold body?
I think you'll cry your cold body.
I don't know if I'll cry.
I think you'll cry. It's been a long time coming because like in February, March, you just came out of
law school.
Yeah, and it was a lot on you.
Yeah. No, I looked it. I remember the first day I saw myself, I was like, shit. I don't think I don't know.
I think you'll cry. You were reading so
if
hard.
I cry, I'll
and
send
you were
you a
reading on
snap.
camera.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
God, I love reading on camera.
You read.
So that when I go to the club after I'm done reading, people will not judge me too much.
So you go to the
Should I tell
club.
you something that is awkward? One time I was drafting in class, and a lecturer said if it's to create content, now you'll be number one. I almost melted
God,
into
you know
my
what I'll
seat.
say? I'll say, I thank God. So you know me. I swear to God.
Do you know who's? I can't even say this out
I'll
loud.
say, so you know me. Wow.
One time my lecturer was like,
what part of my content is your favorite one, Sal?
and it was so awkward because let's actually record my lecturer sometimes with us.
Oh,
My
damn.
lecturer was like, how was Ghana? I say me. It's not me, oh. Ghana, by the restaurant.
You have a knack for denying yourself a lot. It's fine.
Just because you need therapy doesn't mean I don't.
Oh, we both need therapy. You're in my safe space. I can guarantee that you need therapy. But it's okay. I'm so glad you came on my show today.
I'm so proud of you. You've done such amazing work. And not because the camera's on. But I hope
Well,
you're
I mean,
getting
you
a
always
good
tell
time.
me, so even if the cameras are not on, you always
You've
tell
done
me.
such amazing work. It's not easy. You've come from
Nothing.
so much.
I've
so
come
much
from so much
love.
as well. Who love me? The only person I love
Yeah,
me is
friend,
you.
hey,
No.
But you've done such amazing work.
Thank you.
I hope one day we sit down in Las Vegas and say,
I mean, we sat down in Erikeza many months ago to talk about us, and now we're here.
This is not my best.
No, like I'm telling you that we've sat at different points in our lives.
So,
And I mean, if we're doing this, if we're moving forward,
mm-hmm.
it's just up from there. So I'm always proud of you.
Okay,
And I can't wait to see where you're going next.
it is getting long. It was so nice to be on your show. I hope
Tell them
not
to like,
see you
share, and
again.
subscribe.
Guys, somebody lives for 7 months. They're telling they can't even give them out and say like, share, subscribe.
All
They're
right,
telling you to tell me.
my love.
Madam, hold on, wait.
My heart beats. The loves of my
Anyways,
life.
like, share, subscribe. Osas is just a poor girl trying to make it out of the slums.
And I have kids to feed. So please like, share, subscribe, so that I will be able to make money to put myself on the billboard. You see, I did not say for anybody to put me on the billboard, to put myself on the billboard. So,
And like her Teddy needs a little bit of skincare, some tretinoin, some vitamin C. She needs money for that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Send it to your friends, send it to your family. Send it to anybody. Just do it for us. I
can't believe you're saying that about my Teddy.
Oh, do you think it was cute? Okay, anyways, bye guys. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day. How is the day going, Joe?
Bye, guys. I'll see you in my next video. I won't leave you this time, I promise. Bye. Is this a safe space? If you're seeing this, this is a safe space.